Welcome back to module, the section 9.1. Talk about understand personal finance. So last time I just mumbled a little bit on the budget or the cash flow, what item you should list. So if you didn't want to listen to all that, that's fine. So once we do our budget, okay, the name of the game is every dollar has a name. Okay, every dollar has a name. So in that case, we will not overspend our money. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about sales tax and discount. So that means we are buying stuff. Okay, buying stuff. So now it's time to start spending some money after we pay all our bills. All right. So a few words I do want to quickly go over them with you. Don't get caught up on these words because some of these words are basically things we already know, we already encounter in our daily lives. So the word discount is referring to the difference between the original price that's being listed and the sale price. Okay, so whatever that difference is in price, what they want to sell for now versus what originally listed as, the difference is called a discount. So the amount of discount down here can be found by taking the original price minus the sale price. All right. So what's the sale price? Sale price is always going to be the original price minus a discount, which is right here. All right. So for example, maybe something was marked at $100 and we get a discount for $20, then the sale price will be $80. Now, another way to find the amount of discount is taking the original price times the rate of discount. Maybe I'm getting 10% off, okay? 10% off the original price. So that will be 10%, which is 0.1 times whatever the original price is, okay? We use this formula a lot. And this formula right here is practically the formula I was showing y'all before. Parts is equal to percent times the whole. The whole got to be, the whole is actually the original price. The percent is referring to the rate of discount. So that means the amount of discount is only part of what the original price is, okay, that we are taking off. So that's the reason why I mentioned the percent equation before, because these formulas fall under that kind of that type of way. All right, sales tax. We know sales tax is based on whatever the selling price is. We always have majority of things that we buy, we have to pay sales tax on it. All right, and then we also have the rate of sales tax. So here in the state of South Carolina, right now, for non-food item is currently at 8%. Anything that you cannot put in your belly, okay, well, it's not food. Anything that's not food will be 8% sales tax, okay? Now, for food items, it varies by the county to county. All right, so I'm going to kind of skip some of these problems around, okay? I'm not going to do them quite in exact order, so just bear with me here a little bit. So the first one I want to do is this restaurant question. So let's say we go out to eat. The total bill is $42.25. That's how much money we put in our belly. So now I wish to give a tip of 18% of the total bill. That's the reason why Valentine's Day, I love taking my wife to McDonald's drive-thru so I don't have to leave a tip. So if you wish to give 18% of the total bill, then what is the amount of tip? Okay, so the amount of tip, the actual amount of tip got to be a part of what we eat. So that will be the percent times the whole. And the whole here got to be the total amount of money we got to spend. So 18% being 0.18 times the whole bill, which is $42.25. If you put this in the calculator, let's round to the nearest hundredth, which is nearest cent. 42.25 times 0.18. All right, so that will be, oh Lord, sorry about that, 42.25 times 0.18. So that will be $7.61. Okay, round to nearest hundred or nearest cents. The 5 will make my 0 go up to 1. So that's how much tip I will need to leave if I want to do 18% tip. No, normally it's about 10 to 20%. Okay. Well, I'm wrong. Most of the time it's 15%. Okay. Some people do 20% tip. All right. I'm going to skip to this problem. It says the word Mason at the front of it. All right. So Mason was recently hired for a job with an annual income of $18,000. Okay. Using the federal income rate of 15%, what amount should Mason expect to pay in federal income tax? So the federal income tax is at 15%. So the amount of, excuse me, of federal income tax got to be a part of what I make. So that would be the percent times the rate, excuse me, percent times the whole. Okay, it's based off how, so basically the more money I make, the more income tax, okay, I will have to pay. So 15% federal income tax times, okay, my annual income of $18,000. So basically annually, I got to pay $2,700, okay, in federal income tax. All right, that's how we do that problem. So both of these examples using the concept of part is equal to percent times the whole. All right, I'm going to do, the third problem I want to do is this problem called a refrigerator problem. I'm going to show y'all 2 different ways to do this, okay? So the following problem I'm going to do will make a little bit of sense. A refrigerator with a list price of $1,500 will be discounted 25% at the time of purchase. Okay, so right now this refrigerator is $1,500. Okay, the moment I go pay for this refrigerator, they're gonna give me 25% off. So the question asks, what is the sale price before the taxes? What's the sale price before the tax? So basically, if I do discount, the amount of discount, which is dollar amount, is equal to percent of discount times the list price or the original price, which 25% off is 0.25 times $1,500. If you put it in a calculator, it should be $375. What this number means is this is my what? This is my discount price. How much money I am not going to pay. All right. So if this is what I'm not going to pay, then what is the sale price before the tax? So the next step, most of y'all probably know the sale price. So I'm using the formula basically that I showed you on the previous slide here. So the sale price is going to be the original price or the list price minus my discount, which is $1,500 minus $375, and that will tell me my sale price will be $1,125. All right. This is probably what most students will do for this problem. So I'm going to explain this problem in a different way now. Another way of thinking about this whole problem is like this. I'm going to get my 25% off the moment I pay, I want to purchase this. So that means 25% off is complement. That means opposite of 25% off got to be paying 75%, right? If I'm getting 25% off, that means I still got to pay 75% of the list price or the original price. So if I still need to pay 75% of the $1,500, then what would I be paying before taxes? So that will be 75% times by 1,500, and that will give me exactly the same answer. So if I do 0.75 times 1,500, that will tell me that it's going to be 1125. So where did I get my 75% from? Well, that's complement of 25% off. 25% off means I still have got to pay what? 75% of the list price. Because 25% and 75% together equal to 100%, okay, of the list price. So I still come up with the same answer just by thinking about it a different way. All right, the reason why I'm explaining this problem using the second way is so we can do this particular problem. Let's go back to this particular example by saying a store is having a 10% off sale. The sale price of an item is $90. So $90 is the sale price. What does that mean? Another way of thinking about sale price is the price I'm paying to the store, right? Because remember now, normally when we go shopping, we pay, whatever price that, whatever we're buying, every item has a price, and that price that we see on the shelf, it go to the store. But then we also got to pay taxes, and so that tax part actually go to the government. Okay, so sale price literally is the price I'm going to pay to the store. So that being said, this $90 is what I'm going to pay. Okay, so that means this $90 is already what? The $90, the sale price $90 is already 10% off. So if I do $90 times 0.1 and get 9, that will be very wrong. Because I'm not getting 10% off of the 90. I'm getting 10% off of the list price. Okay? So that's why this problem is a little bit strange. So think about this. When the problem says 10% off, 10% off means I still have to pay 90% of the list price. So when I'm paying the 90% of the list price, that is the price I'm going to pay. So 90% of the list price, I don't know, is the price I pay. And what is the price I pay for this problem? The price I'm paying to the store is this $90. Okay, 90% of the list price I am supposed to pay is the $90 that the problem tell me now is selling for $90. So that's the price I'm going to pay to the store. So 90% is 0.9. Of the list price means times X. Is means equal. 90% of the list price is what I'm paying, $90. So to get X by itself, all I need to do is divide both sides by 0.9. Therefore, the list price, whatever this price was originally, got to be 90 divided by 0.9, which is $100. So the original price was $100. All right, so most of y'all probably knew the answer already because this number is a lot easier to work with. But on the homework, if you do the same type of problem with a whole different set of numbers, then this is the technique. This is the way you will have to think about. Okay, 10% off means I still got paid 90% of the list price, and 90% of the list price that I am supposed to pay is this $90, which is the sale price. Okay, that I'm supposed to pay. All right. So let's take a look at another example, okay? Let's do sales tax. So let's kind of jump to this very last one here called the local sales tax is 8%. If a pair of shoe is selling for $140, so this is not the list price, this is the price that I need to pay to the store. What is the total cost? Total cost after the tax. So that means I need to pay the $140 to the store plus another 8% to the government. So what's the total amount of money I need to pay? All right. So normally what people do is figure out the sales tax, the amount of sales tax, which is 8%, 0.08 times the sale price, which is $140. 0.08 times 140. 1120 here represents, that's the tax that I need to pay. So the total cost after tax, the total cost for the buyer is going to be the $140 you're supposed to pay to the store plus the amount of tax you're supposed to pay to the government. So that's why the final answer got to be $151.20. So let me write this word up here. This is paying to the store plus this is paying to the government. This is the tax part. Now, I'm going to challenging you to think about this in a different way, okay? Another way of looking at the same thing goes like this. If I really want this pair of shoes, okay, how much of the $140 I'm going to pay for it? Do I pay some of the $140 or do I pay for the whole thing if I want the shoes? Think about it. If I don't pay the entire $140 to the store, they're not going to let me walk out with one shoe. Okay, they're not going to sell it to me. So what that means is, if the shoes that I really, really want is $140, that means I got to pay 100% of it. Plus, I also need to pay Uncle Sam some tax. And I know the tax I need to pay is 8%. So what that means is, I actually will end up paying 108% of this pair of shoes, of the $140, isn't it? 100% go to the store, right? And 8% go to the government, go to the tax. So I end up paying 108% of what I'm purchasing. See, we do this right here every time we go shopping, okay? So 108% is 1.08 times the cost of the shoes. So inside this 1.08, the 1 means 100% of the 140 plus another 8% for the tax. So that's the reason why this problem, I can quickly just type in 1.08 times 140 and to get my answer, which is $151.20. Okay, so why this seems easier? Well, it seems easier because I'm actually adding the percentage here, then I multiply by the 140. Whereas the other way, I actually adding the money, okay, instead of adding the percentage. It means the same thing. When I take this 140, which is 100%, plus an 8% tax, which is find out to be 1120, okay. So that means it's $151.20 is actually 108% of the 140. Okay. So that's why it seems easier, because it's easier for us to add in the percent than times by 140 versus adding the money part. Okay. Still the same thing though. Just look at it. Just think about it slightly different. And the reason why I'm explaining this particular problem two different ways is now we can come to this problem with a Chloe, then we can actually understand what's going on. Chloe found a receipt for a pair of sunglasses for $127.18. That is tax included. So what that means is inside this $127.18, it has 100%, okay, of the sunglasses in it, plus so many percent tax, which the problem told me the sales tax is actually 6%. So that means this entire $127, this entire $127.18 is actually 106% of the original list price or the sale price. Okay, so because it says tax included, so that's 100% of the list price, which is whatever this glasses was costing, plus another 6% for tax. Okay, so what was the list price? So let's say list price is going to be X. 106% of the list price is 1.06 times X, which is my list price. Set it equal to, which is my $127.18, because $127 is what? Is 100% for the glasses plus another 6%. So this problem, all I need to do is divide both sides by 1.06. And that will tell me my list price, my original price, is going to be 127.18 divided by 1.06 is going to be $119.98. All right, it makes sense because the list price got to be lesser than what I'm paying, because what I'm paying is $119 for the glasses plus another 6% for tax. That's why the two together got to be higher than the list price. All right. So in this lecture video, we just do several examples regarding to sales tax and discounts. Okay, I'm showing you a couple different ways to think of how to do some of these problems. Okay. All right. That will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.